Our opponent is not there. Our opponent is changing the laundry. Our opponent stepped away to get their Hot Pocket out of the microwave. That's too bad. I guess we will have to be put back into the queue. Oh. Oh well. Hi, buddy. We potentially have a match. How about this time? All right. Lost the die roll again. This does not bode well for the glass cannon deck. Hi, good luck, have fun. So they're obviously on Bazaar. That seems to be Lutri the Spell Chaser. Yeah, keep. That's true. Good call, Ian. Lutri means they only have one force. I got the hi, good luck, have fun, and figured that means they have to be on dredge. All right, so Seagate Mox lets us play Grim Monolith with an Opal. We can PO for 3. Basic Swamp is interesting. Lutri, Dredge, Basic Swamp. It makes perfect sense. They are looking at our Grim Monolith. Lutri Doomsday, believable. Lutri Belcher that just seems like almost assured. Do I preordain looking for more? Looking for more zero cost artifacts. That would give me 1 floating. So if I played that Grim, that would be 1 floating, but it's +1 card. That's true. Keep this one. All right, so we found a new PO. Do I have a way to get another Paradoxical? I do. So I could Chrome Mox, eat the Force of Will to get a new one. Can't I just set up Tinker into Belcher? As opposed to getting another PO. So 3, I'll have 1 and a blue floating. Not necessarily. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Don't tap those. Paradoxical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. So now for bang. We'll put them back in any order. All right. 10-minute game 1 against Lutri Swamp. What do we need against Lutri Swamp? I don't know. Lutri Swamp is a powerful deck. I feel like Chain of Vapor could be nonsense. Or there could be nonsense to have. I don't know if I even... Do I even sideboard? The one where it's just like all the combinations together. Is that better to have Chain of Vapor or better to have Force Negation then? What do you normally cut, Ian? The first thing I feel like I want to cut are like preordains. Is that right, wrong, indifferent? That's my inkling of what to cut. So if I want to bring in a Force of Negation, cut a Chrome Mox and a Grim Monolith. Oh, you want to bring in all 3? Okay. So we'll cut a Chrome. We'll cut a Grim. Cut a Opal. That's true. It just opens up what Karn can get out of the sideboard. That's true. Instead of just the Seat of the Synod. Alright, we'll go like that. And every force we draw could have been something else. It'll be worth knowing. So this is a 1 mana do nothing. Yeah, 1 mana, we don't even have a cantrip. 2 mana, we're getting closer. But it will be a blue and a colorless. We're not that far away. I think I keep this and I put Citadel back and just kind of ride it out. Because I feel like we're only a little bit away. Although I don't... 4 mana, 4 mana, 4 mana, 4 mana is rough. But I feel like I went for it before I necessarily needed to against them. They do still have the Lutri. I guess that was worth checking on or not. We did not update. Mox Ruby. Sure. I need to be mindful not to just like play Mox Pearl out for no gain. Like there's nothing really that I get having played it out there sooner than I need to. I don't want to fall prey to Dak Faden stealing it or anything like that. That's just what I'm thinking in my head. Ooh, Dark Ritual. Can they capitalize on their Dark Ritual? Demonic Tutor. With their double black, they have not yet played a land. So 2 black floating, have not played a land, have 3 other cards in hand. What can they do? I don't know if it... I went back on Goldfish, and it didn't tell me whose name it was, but I'm pretty sure it's yours. I'm pretty sure if you were the last one, either you or Ian were the last one playing this, because it felt... I don't want to say old, but... Like this, I feel like this is back the time when the Seagate whatever lands first came out. Because I remember you guys were, multiple of you were doing well with it, and I never tried it back then. So this list had 4 of this one and 1 of the other land. So I don't who is that? It was 4 of the Pay Life land and 1 of the not Salundi Vision. Where did you post a picture on Discord? Is it in Rogue? I see you posted like a rug deck in Rogue. Okay, they came up with Knight's Whisper. I'll let that happen. Oh, I don't have Zerda. Zerda would be sweet. Zerda would be cool. This looks pretty close. I just copied a list. We should be. Can we? We can play Zerda, right? So they ended up with Knight's Whisper. Well, okay, we don't know they ended up with Knight's Whisper. It's just that that's what they ended up playing. Sure. Okay, so they found. Now, it's possible they either had the Yawgmoth's Will or they already had the Lotus, but they were playing it in a certain way. Do you have Demonic Tutor for Tendrils? That's 10. Do they have the Tendrils? And it just took them a while to figure it out? Yep. Alright. So we killed them on turn 1, and then they killed us back. The question is, do we want Force of Negations when we're on the play? I mean, at some point, I'll probably pass the turn. Like, they're not going to be proactive, but would that be worthwhile? Well, this is my second match with the deck, so I'm still learning it. So that's where we had already mulliganed once, and it felt like I was close. But yes, not actually having cantrip to do something with. I guess we could have gone to 5. Do I want Force Negation on the play as opposed to the mana? Because I don't think I have to worry about Defense Grid. Having Defense Grid, but maybe I want to have these effects not to play control, but all right. So Charbelchin with the Lion's Eye Diamond activation, we only have to hit. So we could Chrome Mox. Turn 1, Seagate, Chrome Mox the Force, flip into. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And then worst case, I play top. I go turn 1, Seagate, Imprint, Time Walk. And then draw for the turn. If we hit either Mana Crypt or That might be my problem is I don't mull aggressively enough. That could very well be. That I try to reason myself. Okay, they mulligan to 6. So I can set this up to, I could draw that ruby now, put the ruby in play, and have top on top. How does this kill next turn? So, because I can't imprint with the Mox. How does, I'm trying to see how I get 4 mana. Because I can see 1, 2. Even if I drew that and had this other step on top, I don't see how I hit 4 mana with this. Because otherwise, I could see having the Mox Ruby in play and a top. That was what I was leaning towards. So the same cards are still on top. So in my upkeep, if I put Mystical on top, I could Mystical, like you're saying, for Tinker. Pay, draw it, and Tinker into Bolas's Citadel and hope it gets there. That is something I could do. Oh, fair enough, fair enough. So if I put, because I know top is on top, if I switch, if I put Mystical on top, draw Mystical, What are they putting on top? True, if they go set up for some kind of artifact spell, and I've already yielded, so I turned off my auto yields. They have found a force of negation, and they're going to draw into it. Okay, so they now have force of negation in hand. And they know Charbelchin is my card. So then I think I do have to play the longer game. So right now they could only produce 2 mana. I'm doing it when they, like, say they do crack the fetch and then just pass, then they could counter the Mystical Tutor. That's all I'm thinking. I mean, Mystical is what I'm, Ancestral is probably what I'm planning, but end step I can just take a peek with Sensei's top, although I know that's what I'm going to get. Okay. Unless, yeah, I was gonna say, unless you really needed the black there. Take a look. These are some good ones. So current top card is a Tinker. Tinker from them. I don't think there's anything. I would have to find Force of Will on top. So they played that one. So we know Tinker and Paradoxical are on top. If I drew... No, that's only 2 cards. They topped, so that's never good for me. Oh, that's bad. Yep. I still should have looked, or I should have at least drawn, but... And then they just had Yogg-Will anyway, I guess, so... Pretty good for the one-ofs deck to draw the right one-ofs. Not bad, not bad. They have Mind's Desire and stuff too. I mean, you could just use Karn. Sure. I'm going to go ahead and write down the loss right now. Let's see what they get. There's a Tendrils. All right, that was fun.